Welcome to a plumber's views on life, work, and balance. My name is Rudy Uribe Jr., and I'm the Director of Talent Acquisition and Self-Help Trainer for Rooter Hero Plumbing. All of my podcasts are less than 5 minutes and hopefully bring home a point that can help you improve your life. I'm a big believer in karma. What goes around comes around, the good and the bad. So let's avoid the bad and start shooting for the good. Today's podcast: do you partake in recreation? I drove by a Parks and Recreation Center the other day, and the word recreation suddenly looked funny to me. It's hard to explain why it struck me the way it did, but it did. So I looked it up in the dictionary, and it was described as something people do to relax or have fun. That is the typical definition of the word, but I saw something else. I saw the word recreation. In other words, to create something again. First we create, and then we recreate. We breathe new life into something. When we take the time to go fishing or play softball or simply lie down in a field of grass and stare at the Milky Way, we are recreating ourselves. We are becoming new again. That's why it's so important to take a vacation when the opportunity presents itself. That's why it's so important to meditate or listen to music or read a book or listen to this podcast. It allows us to recharge our soul, if you will, and it allows us to recreate our life. So it got me to thinking, can I really recreate my life? And the answer hit me between the eyes. Of course I can. I can choose to recreate the life I want today. If I'm not making enough money, I can start doing something today to change that. If I have a bad attitude, I can choose to recreate that today. If I want to get in better shape, I can choose to recreate and build that life today. Imagine, if you will, a 6-inch clay statue of a squirrel, something your kid might make at school. I can literally take that squirrel and squish it and recreate it into something else. Anything I want, for that matter. Our lives are like that little clay statue. If we don't like the way it looks, we can squish it and reshape it until we create something that pleases us. The problem is we're too caught up in our busy lives to even stop and take a look at what our lives look like. Again, that's where time off comes in. When we are on vacation, we are vacating. There's another word play. We are vacating our busy lives, our regular lives, and experiencing something new, something relaxing, something that feels good. Now, if we like that feeling, we can start to develop ways of recreating that feeling whenever we need a break from the stresses of everyday life. I have activities I do that help me forget about my troubles. When I listen to classical music or read a thriller, I become lost in the moment and it recharges me. You need to do that too. You need to forget about your problems, even if it's for a few minutes a day, and recreate yourself and become someone who can easily handle those problems. I have a trouble pot sitting on my desk. A trouble pot is a gift someone gave me. It's a container that holds all your troubles, pressures, and problems of the day. It's beautiful. The one I have on my desk is a translucent yellow with swirls of brown and turquoise green and purple. So whenever I have a problem, I'm supposed to place it in the pot for safekeeping until I'm ready to take it on again. Here's the problem. The trouble pot is about a 1/2 inch tall. I'm supposed to put all my problems into a pot that's a 1/2 inch tall. Yeah, right. So then I read the card that came with the pot, and it said, if you think your problems are too big to fit in the pot, that is exactly the point. Your troubles are never as big as you think they are. A year from now, you won't even remember the challenges you're facing today, and they would easily fit in the pot with room to spare. Take a vacation from your troubles or place them in a trouble pot. I don't care how you do it, but take the time and recreate yourself. You might even want to go to a Parks and Recreation Center. How cool is that? I'm Rudy Uribe Jr.